What makes you jump out of bed in the morning? Seriously, what is your reason? If that question hits a little too hard, you are not alone. In today's hustle culture, we have been trained to chase goals, checklists, and constant achievement. But what if the real secret to happiness and longevity isn't any of that? That is exactly what Ikigai explores. Written by Héctor García and Francesc Miralles, this book is like a warm cup of green tea for your soul. Slow, steady, and full of insight. And at the heart of it is one powerful idea. Your reason for being. The thing that gets you out of bed with purpose. That doesn't just fill your calendar, it fills your life. Our Ikigai is the reason we get up in the morning. It is such a simple sentence, but it changes everything. The authors went to Okinawa, Japan. Specifically, a small village called Ojimi, famous for having some of the oldest and happiest people on the planet. They didn't just live long, they lived well, and that is the key. So what was their secret? It wasn't magic pills. It wasn't billion-dollar gadgets. It was gardening, laughing with friends, brewing tea, practicing Tai Chi, doing what they love every single day. These elders had purpose. That is the thread tying all their lives together. He who has a why to live for can bear almost any how. That is how the book begins, with a quote from Nietzsche. And it sets the tone perfectly. Because Ikigai is not about giant life goals. It is not about climbing mountains. It is about tiny, consistent joys. The things that matter quietly. The things you would do even if no one noticed. The book says your Ikigai lies at the intersection of what you love, what you are good at, what the world needs, and what you can be paid for. Where those things meet, that is your Ikigai. It might be teaching, painting, cooking, writing poetry, and it does not have to change the world. It just has to light you up. In Okinawa, no one was looking for their Ikigai. They were simply living it. Every day. No stress, no labels, just flow. That brings us to one of the best parts of the book. Flow. You know that feeling when you are so into something that time disappears? That is flow, and it is magic. Science shows that flow states boost your mood, protect your brain, and help your body stay younger longer. The happiest people are not the ones who achieve the most. They are the ones who spend more time in a state of flow. Let that sink in. This book isn't preaching ambition. It is whispering rhythm. And that rhythm is everywhere in Okinawa. People move without forcing. They eat without stuffing. They talk without rushing. And they live without overthinking. Let's talk about food. Okinawans follow a practice called Hara Hachi, which means stop eating when you are 80% full. No counting calories. No weird diets. Just mindful, moderate, plant-based meals. Lots of greens, fermented foods, seaweed, tofu, miso, and very little sugar. They also move all the time, but not in the way you would expect. No fitness apps. They walk, they garden, they dance, they sweep floors. Because they are always in motion, they stay healthy well into their 90s and beyond. And there is one more thing they do that may be the most important of all. They belong. They form tight-knit groups called moais. These are small circles of friends who meet regularly. They share food, stories, and support. They check in on each other. No one is ever truly alone. That is huge. Studies show that loneliness is deadlier than smoking. But in Okinawa, community is medicine. Friendship is prevention. Laughter is therapy. One of the elders said something beautiful. Being with friends is the most important thing. I wake up and go see them, and I feel happy all day. That is it. That is the secret. Not a six-figure salary. Not a perfect body. Just shared joy. Ikigai reminds us that stress kills and purpose heals. People with purpose live longer. They get sick less. Their brains stay sharper. Their hearts stronger. Because they know why they are here. And it is not about changing your life overnight. It is about doing one small thing every day that brings you peace, joy, meaning. Maybe it is writing. Maybe it is playing music. Maybe it is helping others. Whatever it is, nurture it. Protect it. Let it grow. Only staying active will make you want to live 100 years. That is the spirit of the book. Not chasing youth. Embracing life. Fully. Gratefully. Presently. Of course, some critics say Ikigai is too soft, too idealistic, too dreamy. But maybe that is exactly what we need in a world that is always shouting. A little quiet, a little stillness, a little meaning. So ask yourself again, what is your Ikigai? Not your job title, not your goals, not your to-do list. Your reason, the thing that makes today worth showing up for. Because maybe the point isn't to live forever. Maybe the point is to live well right now. This is Intellings,